Okay, so I'm gonna try to make a video at least uh, twice a week. Um, did I figure I have at least enough stuff on the internet or whatever it is to make a video at least twice a week? I think that this one is going to be relatively short because it's like just the nature of it or whatever. Dude, I think I'm noticing something, like a pattern, definitely like a pattern that is emerging. And what that pattern is, if you have to ask me, I don't see what the hell else we're talking about, especially in the past, like the since like definitely since like the 60s. Um, but I think just recently it got into the realm of absolute absurdity. Um, dude, I'm watching this thing, right? Which I stopped watching on YouTube. It's like um, a show on where Irish people came from, like genetic origins of it. And for some strange reason, dude, I definitely think it was really strange to do this. Like, I don't see what the fucking purpose of it is. Dude, my assumption when I clicked on that video is that they're gonna start somewhere, uh, you know, in like the Mediterranean region. Do you know what I mean? Something along the lines of that or whatever, or anywhere else where white people tried to flee uncivilized people. So I don't see what else we would be talking about. But anyways, getting to the point, they for some reason in the show, it's like a History Channel, like a Discovery sort of project or whatever, or you get the idea. And what's weird about it, I thought it was strange, right? Like they started in like some kind of like simulation. They started in Africa. PlayStation 200. Dude, they started in fucking in Africa, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, like you could start in like the Ukraine or like where dude, I don't have a map of the world right now, but I think you can understand where I am I'm going with that idea. They started in Africa, and then they showed something that was they said something that was a little bit stranger. Is, dude, keep this in mind. We're talking about Irish people, right? Irish people. We're talking about Irish people, and they show a black guy like a nomadic wanderer, like a like sub-Saharan Africa nomadic wanderer. Um, well, maybe not wanderer, just like nomadic man with his wife and his child. And then they say something about inheritance. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, you want to know something? I'm not exactly sure what they were thinking. And even if you ask the guy who edited the video, um, they probably can get him to change his mind because they can say whatever they want, and you get the idea. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I hope they're talking about genes, Because if they're talking about like inheritance, like money, dude, that is the type of shit where, dude, the only way I can describe this, I don't care if black people are part of the human experience, like whatever the fuck you want to say. Um, Dude, that if you have to ask me, like I'm trying to figure out where Irish people came from, and you're going to Africa. It's like, dude, that's like somebody coming into your store, right? If you have to ask me, and I like a pet store or something, right? I'm asking for a dog, and he gives me a guinea pig. It's like, uh, dude, I think it's in the realm of just like something that when you hear it, it's like you're in like Dahmer's apartment or something. Do you know what I mean? Like it was, dude. I'm sorry, but like, dude, if you have to ask me, dude, I listen to those blacks on stereo, and dude, there is absolutely no, like a lot of the people on there, they take like this comedic approach about life, and that's reasonable, right? Because that's what guys do to each other. They just they go to the bar or whatever the fuck it is, and they just shit on each other like maybe all the time. Maybe there's like, a day of just chilling out, but the rest of the week is just dudes making fun of each other, right? But dude, the shit that I noticed that the blacks are saying on there, like it's not like in good humor sort of a thing. You know what I mean? It's almost like, well, there are a sprinkling of people who are saying completely nuts shit, but dude, for the most part, the blacks, they say, if you have to ask me, they say the craziest shit because I know what the fuck they're saying. You know what I mean? Some people, I don't know if some people are completely paying attention to what they're saying. Maybe they, I mean, if you go back and replay it, like you obviously do, but dude, and something I'm noticing, like, dude, I'll say something on stereo, right? And then for some reason or another, like there'll be like a perfect puzzle piece match to something that happens on YouTube the next day. Like it's almost like superimposed, like identical. You know what I mean? Now, the pattern that I'm noticing that I think is emerging potentially is, and I think it's really fucking dangerous if you have to ask me, is, dude, this could be coming from multiple sources, but at the same time, the pattern, I'm just gonna get to it. The pattern that I'm seeing, right, that I definitely notice with them more than anybody else. For some reason, don't ask me why. Just like maybe it's that there's a notable difference in the way that they look, and like I attach the fucking idea clearly and concisely onto them immediately or whatever, compared to someone that, I don't know, like you get the idea. But here's the thing. What I'm going to say is that it seems to me like they can complain about something for, let's say, 6 months to a year. Definitely after a year, like every little thing is in its place and it's ready to, the car has been built and you can like drive it away from the factory, whatever you want to say. It's like I don't know what the fuck they do in society and how it functions, but it seems like they can complain about literally anything. Doesn't matter technically what the fuck it is. They can make a problem out of anything, okay? after they complain about something for like 6 months, and at the end of 6 months, basically exactly what they want to happen, it technically doesn't even matter what the fuck it is. Dude, I think that nuclear war is, just to let you know, is in the realm of like what the fuck they could complain about. Like they literally can say anything, and then 6 months later, basically whatever the fuck they want to happen, it actually happens. And like nobody it doesn't seem like anybody's pushing back against this. Like it's just like, oh, they like, I might as well just give in to whatever they're saying, because why not? But dude, I noticed that like the inheritance thing, like, dude, the reason why, dude, every movie, I got to understand the whole inheritance thing in regards to like a movie. Besides that, like, it should be obvious that if your father dies, whatever he owns is passed on to, the children or whatever, right? But dude, the idea that like it's passed on to somebody that's not in your family, dude, that is a little crazy to say the least. So maybe this video has less to do with that than what I'm talking about, with the pattern that I'm seeing or whatever. Like they don't. You know what's funny is, dude, like if you think that this is, dude, there was a guy. I'm gonna try to end this at like 12, 13 minutes. Dude, there's a guy, I'm talking to him on stereo. I'm having a conversation with him, black guy, last night, right? He says he wants $300 trillion in reparations. Okay? That's just him. Dude, and I think, dude, I'm pretty sure that he was serious about it, okay? He was, dude, like, he's like, it's like, what's the problem? 300 trillion, just get 300 trillion, just do you understand? Dude, if you have to ask me, if most of the reason why COVID is happening, okay, let's say like at least half, the Democrats, whatever the fuck you want to say, is because that the whole black reparations argument, dude, and nobody thinks that's even remotely fucking strange. Dude, you want to know something? I can honestly say that they are probably able to convince people of literally anything. Like, literally anything. Dude, the worst possible thing that you can imagine happening in society, if you say to yourself, oh no, that would never happen. Dude, I got news for you. If you have to ask me, I think it can. Based on blacks specifically. Dude, you want to, I think that it could easily fucking happen, okay? If COVID is going on because of them, most of the reason, okay? Because you have a lot of them in American society, dude, you could easily have the worst thing imaginable that you could think happened, whatever the fuck that you can conjure up in your head, and however angle you want to run it at or whatever. Dude, that shit can easily happen. So that's all I wanted to say. Dude, they're using like the Chinese or some shit to do it or whatever, and I don't know. Like, I don't know if anybody's gonna see this, but probably.